Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Very Sky Release video blog. My email, I just checked recently, and people have been emailing me questions. Thank you for watching my videos, first of all. So this is your offline video. This will be less than 30 minutes. This one's going to probably be short. It's about prepping, but not in the way that you think of prepping. It's more of a way of me helping you guys out. You see, my favorite holiday's coming up. I'm gonna mix my coffee though. Yes, I'm sampling some coffee tonight. Made here locally on our island. I'm not sponsored by our island, by it at all, but our local coffee brewing right here. Cafe San Juan. Fresh roasted island coffee, see? $15.25. I got the local discount, so it was like $12. So, smells really good, tastes really good. So I just wanted to tell you that I transferred into a coffee can. So tonight's topic is going to be special for you all because it has to do with Christmas. A lot of people have messaged me saying, "Oh, what do we do? What do we do for Christmas?" Your first step for prepping for Christmas is like prepping for a disaster. No. What we discussed this, I will. There. So, as Christmas is my favorite holiday, and growing up as a kid, we didn't have to worry about World War III, Civil War, nuclear war, banking collapse, nothing. We were just always happy that it was Christmas. Now, in the evenings, until I have a video that talks about real news, real world news, whatever, we're going to be talking and doing a little bit about Christmas prepping, okay? Now, growing up, back in the day, let me just say, we had catalogs back then. You're like, what, catalogs? Yes, catalogs. Let me explain. We had catalogs like this. I printed out 2 years worth of catalogs, game catalogs from Electronic Boutique. This is the old number. Talks about game systems and the cost of games, and this is what one of the favorite things in the world kids liked is their Christmas catalog. I also like the little comics and cartoons and stuff. Anyways. So we had catalogs, we had game prices and more, see? But then we had the JCPenney Christmas catalog and we had the Sears Christmas catalog. Nowadays we have it online, so we just put everything in a shop and a wish list and be merrily on our way. Sometimes at Christmas time they'd also make Christmas gift guides. I will be focusing on making a list of a Christmas gift guide for any age. Now, for some of you out there, I was thinking about Zoe, right? And Christmas is coming. I got some Christmas stockings coming, and I was thinking about Zoe and thinking, I need to sample some of these coffees because I'm going to send her some. This blend here, the Italian roast, she tells me how she wants to grind it. That's going to be one of her presents. But prepping for Christmas is not going to be that hard, all right? First of all, if you go to your Amazon account, pay attention because you can do this starting January to December next year if you wish. You go to Amazon and you go to Amazon and you go to gift card balance and it say reload gift card balance. That's where you just put money into it for Christmas. Of course, Chloe, knows she's got to work for her Christmas gifts because, she's not nice. But me, I do enough with my patients that, like Zoe thinks and, even Higgins thinks, even though he doesn't believe in Christmas, or Tony or some of my other moderators as a person who provides you entertainment on my live streams. I'm entitled to nice things, apparently, by Zoe's own words, okay? And Tony, for that matter. So, tonight I'm going to tell you, first of all, for prepping for Christmas, you want to stick with a budget. Yeah. My mother, a few times throughout her life, got me one present. One. And I had to be thankful for that present. One year it was 2 presents. Yeah. So think about it. Now, a lot of you go and you've emailed me, oh, Rita, you're a gamer. What games should I get for my kid? First of all, ask your kid what games he likes. Secondly, before you go and invest money in video games, the best kick I can tell you, and I call it kick, it's actually a tip, and you'll get a kick out of it, moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas and everyone, is you go ahead and you look up How Long to Beat. HOWLONGTOBEAT.com. HowLongToBeat.com. Google it. And then you put in the game that they want. Say they want The Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. That could take hundreds of hours if you want to complete everything, do map completion and weapon forging and everything else. It's like, How Long to Beat helps with a lot of games. A lot of games. Alright, a lot of games. So, that's your first tip, okay, if you're a gamer. Now, for the rest of you out there, you know what your kids like. Take care of it. This is about a children's holiday, I love Christmas dearly, I do. But as you get older, you start to feeling like, if you're an adult, that, maybe Christmas is only worth it for dinner and family get-together, unless your family's dysfunctional, and then it's like, no. Me, of course, being who I am, my family's all spread out the country, so it'll just be me and Chloe again. I want Zoe here, Zoe the wifey home, but she's writing, so gotta let her write. See, I gotta be funny. Honestly, jokingly, okay, on that part. But truthfully, you do your Amazon thing, right? And now, say you don't want to do Amazon, right? You can do a gift cards for people, too, and let them buy their own present. But, sometimes some people in the world, like me, I plan layaways throughout the year. So, it helps. And then I wrap up everything, put it under the Christmas tree, which is right here. Oh, you can barely see it. So basically, this year I want to talk about Christmas prepping. Okay, a lot of preppers are sitting there like, "Oh, you can't have Christmas." Yeah, you can. All right, don't worry about Christmas prepping unless you want to basically put everything in food and say, "Here you go, Merry Christmas, son. Here's a can of beans." Your son's gonna be wondering why you gave him beans. All right. Secret is to get him something simple. Now, for example, sometimes the best gifts are from the heart. So for me, of course, for Zoe, the only items I can think of is salami and coffee. Maybe a cup too. But you see, I'm too simple. Everyone around me drinks coffee. So you do coffee and salami. Some people drink tea, so you send them tea. Because Christmas is about what you feel inside, not for, sometimes people say, oh, look, this person gave us a toaster, Herb. This is our 97th toaster this year. We'll just put it in we'll rewrap it up gift. Coffee, of course. Some people like medium roast, dark roast, etc. Some like oolong tea, green tea, and etc. So it just depends on what you're doing, right? A gift card would come in handy for a lot of people due to the fact that some people like to watch movies, right? And say your favorite streaming service doesn't have a movie, and yet you go and say, oh, it's on Amazon for $3.99. go ahead and rent it. If you have the gift card, it works. It literally works. A lot of you say, well, what about the other items? Also, if you're set on certain items, try eBay. You got a good rep and a good motive for buying stuff like I did, eBay will be fine. And of course, also use Amazon. Sometimes you can get a gift card from Target, depending on where you go to get your gift card. Target's a good place, you know. You just gotta basically plan it carefully. Don't wait till the last minute and be like, oh, what do I get them? That's why I always start in October and get done in December. See, I already got most of my Christmas shopping done. Problem is, Chloe won't even start. Last year, I didn't get nothing from Chloe, if you didn't know. I had to make the Christmas dinner. What's that tell you? Yeah. So, for me, it was sad, you know, because, you know, it's Christmas time. One present would have been good, you know, and it wasn't. So, to me, it's really hard, you know. So, anyways, because Christmas is around the corner and I had no content to give you tonight, I figured before bed I would do a early morning edition again and talk about Christmas. Yeah. You see, Christmas is my favorite time of year. First thing is you do a budget. Okay, in the 40s and 50s and 60s, people got more presents than they do today because of inflation. Yeah, and even if you go red wave, for example, inflation's still going to be there. Trust me, it's not going to go down. The president has no control. It's the companies. Now, a lot of people are worried. Look at Amazon. They did a second Amazon day so they can make money. And everything I looked at was like stuff I wouldn't even buy. I mean, literally, you know, people call me Kris Kringle, okay? I wouldn't buy half the stuff there, so that tells you right there what you need to know. But, you know, you got Black Friday coming up. A lot of places are closing it. And then you got Black Friday online. I bet you 95% of the Black Friday people are going to buy Black Friday and Cyber Monday on items that they don't even think people will use. It'll just be like, oh, sale. Thing is, first of all, if you know what your family wants, you buy what they want. Yeah. For example, I love all of you. And with Walmart taking away layaway, which really helps people, and other places, I've had to go through other channels. Or what you do is you buy several money orders, store them away. Money orders don't expire. And then what you do is you take it to the post office or the bank and you cash them. And then, you know, another thing is if it's just you and family around, by the way, I'm trying to find some, I'll have Chloe find it for me tomorrow, is I wanted to write a letter to my family. Now, letter writing is really good for me because I believe in the old-fashioned values of the old-fashioned stamps. A lot of you sit there and say, oh, but Rita, do you really believe in stamps? I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't buy a book at a time to go and send off to my family. No, I don't send them stamps. I already sent them. I think my family's kind of tight waters when it comes to stamps. You know, but first you got to find the stamps, and that's where I'm having problems. I think Chloe threw it in the basket here, but anyways, we won't go into details about the stamp. No, stamps aren't in here. It might be. I don't know. No, doubt it. I gotta write a letter out anyway, so. Anyways, somewhere on this table or something, there's some stamps. When I find it, I'll be happy. But anyways, oh, this it? There's one stamp here, and then my new book stamps disappeared. Oh well. So basically, I'll find my stamps. That's the bottom line. So, anyway, so back to my thing, okay? Just do what you can for your family for Christmas, but don't overindulge, okay? A lot of people say, what do I do? Buy Amazon gift cards, load up your thing once a month. Just don't do auto reload. And what you do is you put your money onto Amazon, and then you can buy what you need throughout the year. You know, that's what I do for big ticket items. Saves money. Say you need Say, for example, there is no problems at the holiday. Nothing happens. No Civil War, no World War III, no power outage, no, whatever. Nothing happens. And everything goes back, slowly back to normal, right? Say you're sitting there, right? And you now know you got to go back to work. And you're like, oh no, my TV died. Well, start putting away at Amazon, stack it up. So when you find the right TV you want, you just ship it and set it up and you got a new TV, see? It works better than layaway because you just put money onto it and you don't touch it. With me, it feels weird too because for me, I have Amazon gift cards that I'm not touching. And the reason for it is I'm trying to buy some big ticket items that I like, but at the same time, I'm still doing research on it. That's why I have my moderators helping me out, even though a lot of my moderators at times, we like to poke each other, pokey-de-poke, but with big sticks. But no, so that was your first idea. Layaway's your second. Or third is put money in an envelope, lock it up in a safe somewhere, and use it as an emergency. You have one set of cash for bills, the other set for Christmas. You should be fine. I mean, literally, you need to prep for Christmas. Now, if it's just you and your family, buy one present each, and maybe wrap it up and say Merry Christmas. I mean, Christmas is a time for giving and pouring over your heart. So, Christmas coming, my only gift I can give you all is knowledge because I don't have a wealthy, fat bank account. And I didn't buy my lotto ticket this week. So, now, if I did win, God would tell me what to do. Yep, had to make sure he was alive. Love that little guy. By the way, he's my bun. My Easter present, if you didn't know. 3 years. Some people say, oh, well, you know what? 3 years. Okay. So, first thing you need to do is you need to, quote, unquote, stockpile gift cards if you have to. Plan a big item, okay? Now, with me, I will go through soon on StreamYards what I want for Christmas, okay? And I'll show you exactly why I chose what I did. Mostly it was video games because of price. A few larger items I threw in there because, well, I know I won't get it, and I don't expect someone to spend $300 on me either, or $500, or $700, But yeah, anywho. Christmas is the time to give. And, frankly, I just wanted to say I love all of you. And, that, you're not like Ralphie in the Christmas tour, you're an adult, okay? If you're an adult and you really want something, work for it. Put a goal towards it. That's what life is about, all right? Goals. If you don't have goals, what are you doing? People say to me, Rita, do you have goals? I do. When I'm not gaming and putting goals in my game, I'm YouTubing. When I'm not YouTubing, I'm reading. If I'm not reading, I'm watching video reviews. The video reviews are a goal. When you start checking off your goal list, you can say, oh, that's done for another year. Meanwhile, you just set up some new goals. Goals are always good. So Christmas time, you're not like Ralphie sitting there like, I want an official Red Ryder 650 shot range model air rifle. I think it's like 200 shot range model air rifle. Now they moved it to 600, but anyways, they just, with a compass in the stock and a thing that tells time. But no, I mean, literally, you see all those presents, back in the 40s, it was more available. In the 80s, you could have got it. I mean, our Christmas trees back in the 80s were overflowing with Christmas trees. I mean, they were stacked up. I remember one Christmas, I think it was 1998. My niece came to the Christmas thing, right? I remember, here's a story for you, right? I remember this, right? My sister says to me, I can't afford Christmas. And I was on the phone. long distance, to the wifey in Australia. She said, don't worry about it. I said, okay, well, love, whatever. So, wifey took care of Christmas. Dave, my mom's boyfriend at the time, wakes me up. I just quit my job, so I was sleeping. I slept nights, or days. I was always that way. He'd wake me up. He's like, "Bitch, wake up, Rita." And I'd be like, what? You're gonna pour me some coffee, Dave, because, he's like, call me Dad. You used to. I'm like, whatever, Pops. What do you want? I'm trying to sleep, old man. He'd chuckle. We got a situation here that I need to address with you. And your niece is going ape. Well, it's too early in the morning, Pops. Why should I worry? Right? Turns out I go in there, right? There's a box that's like 4 feet wide, 4 feet deep, like 4 by 4 by like 7. I mean, the entire box was huge. I mean, it was like you could put a human in there. Yeah, I mean, it could have fit an entire casket, right? And the neighbors are all running, right? And this FedEx guy or UPS or whatever is delivering, Airborne Express. And I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. He's like, what do I do? What do you do? I said, don't worry about it, right? Just bring him in here. I said, put him in my room, right? He's like, you don't have room. Fine, put him in your mom's room, because he was paying the rent, with mom. He's like, why would I do that? Put it in front of the closet, damn it. Okay, I'll deal with mom when she gets home. Mom gets home, she says, what is this, right? Well, at that point, wifey called, Fiona. I'm like, Mom, I'm on the phone. I'll move those boxes in a minute, right? Well, Mom said, oh, your sister picked up the niece. I hope you didn't go through these boxes. No, everyone's curious what it. I said, Mom, don't worry about it, right? Mom's sitting there, right? My sister's like, well, we'll see you soon, Mom. Thanks for having the babysitter, Dave. And she leaves, And it's just me, Mom, and Dave. I said, now, are you coming back tonight? My sister, Capri, says, now, why? Well, don't worry about it. Just keep out of here for at least 8 hours. Minimum. Okay. So she leaves. She says, hey, Mom, call me. Mom's like, I will, but if you're going to be nosy, you're going to wait till Christmas. So finally, I get off the phone, And Dave says, well, what's in those boxes, Rita? I don't know, Barbie motorhome, Barbie van, Barbies. Oh, and another 3 boxes are coming tomorrow for Tyler. Christmas tree was overflowing out of Camp Court, right? And my Christmas morning, right? Everyone's over at the house for Christmas, My sister came in and saw it piling up, right? Couldn't believe it. I, of course, am in my room sleeping. I'm literally like tanked, because I had to deal with the online phone and internet phone. Back then it was like rainy, with Wi-Fi and then the phone and everything. My mom was always talking to Fiona saying you are a good person. And, my mom could not believe how many Barbies fit under that Christmas tree. I mean, those boxes, and they came from Toys R Us. So Toys R Us would call and say your order's been approved, right? Well, then, finally, another present came after Christmas. Right around Christmas, I should say, if I remember correctly. A plane ticket. You're going to be like, a plane ticket? Where? To Australia. It was great. So, finally, everyone was getting ready. Christmas was a huge prime rib. I cooked the prime rib with Mom. Caprice cooked the ham. And other family members brought turkeys and, went on like that with all the things. I mean, I had my mom literally was in the kitchen. And she said Christmas is about making people happy, right? So I'm sitting there, right? Christmas morning, right? Everyone wants presents. First thing back to the story. First people said was, come on, Rita, we have to open presents. Well, I'm the fleet admiral, so I'm like, no. One of you lackeys are getting me coffee or I'm not getting out of this frickin' bed. Well, my sister at the time said, here's your coffee, grumpy. I knew you were going to grouch, and I found someone that was making espressos along the way. There's 4 of them for you. Cool. Woke up, and we started videotaping and everything, and got everything set up. And those kids were happy, But my sister could not believe. She's going to have to do like 4 trips with her car just to get everything home for Lexi. and then like 3 trips to Tyler. So I was like, you know what? Then when I opened my present, it was a plane ticket to Australia. I was like, wow, this is real. I didn't really think Fiona pays for everything, and then, but you know, the truth is when you're a kid, you want a lot of stuff. My mom went through the catalogs and must have spent like $12,000 one year for Christmas just for me, making me happy. So I paid it back to my niece and nephew. But let me just tell you, kids are the essence of Christmas, all right? So if you're an older person, you know, and you like fishing, buy them a new fishing rod. They'll be more happy. A little tackle to go with it. Or if they're a fly fishing person, buy them a new fly fishing rod. Like this. Yeah, this is light, man. Is there anything in here? No one boosted it, did it? Nope. I'm always worried. This is my baby right here. So, for example, if you're a fly fisher person, buy yourself a fly rod. Wrap it up in a tube like this. Wrap the tube up. So when they think about it, they might be getting a poster. You'd say, oh, that's just a poster, you know, But truthfully, there's a little dirt on this. There we go. Yeah. Buy them a new fishing rod. Make sure it's not too expensive, but not too cheap either. My bottom line is for all of you, you know, is buy one item for the adults. That'll save a lot of trouble. Now, I know adults, they might say, oh, well, you know, like my cousin, he'll be like, I need some shirts and underwear and socks and stuff. Well, the wife takes care of the underwear and socks. That's a personal issue. But, you know, shirts, yeah, you can buy. I buy shirts. I bought shirts one year for him. And, you know, pants, you can buy pants, you know, or whatever. Or, you know, those are a little get. Or let the wife do it, you know. Like my cousin Dinky, she'll take care of the clothes part, right? Problem is you want to do one big item. One. And if you do something small, that's good too for the adults. You know, I'm talking about in general, right? For me, you know, I you know, Chloe's like, you know, wants this and wants that and wants this one. She's got to earn it. You know, Christmas comes and goes and she doesn't got anything. Oh well. Why? Because it's Chloe. So, bottom line is, use your Amazon, reload your card. That would be your best bet for Christmas. And just stick within a budget. So say you put $100 every month from January to December. That's $1,200 for Christmas. Say you want to put $200 away. That's $2,400. Say you want to put a $300 a month away. That's $3,600. Or the other option is for prepping for Christmas for the future is buy your presents, store them away, and then dole them out Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Which means, say you spend like have $5,000 budget. Okay, no one has that problem unless you have a credit card. But let's just say, for laughing's sake, you want to spend $5,000 a year. Just buy everything, put it in a box, and earmark it Christmas. So when Christmas comes, people say, "Oh well, you know, I got to do my Christmas shopping. I don't know what to get." You can say, "Oh, I'm already done. I already prepared it 12 months in advance," and then restart cycle again. Eventually, everything you want will be for your family will be under there. Now, for me, of course, I'm kind of picky, you know. Chloe's like, "You're really picky on your movies." Well, let me put it this way: there's a lot of game collectors out there, like myself, for example. Some of the games won't work anymore unless they have a battery replacement. I mean, literally, you know, I could go on and on and on, but you get the idea. Some of these games here, battery needs to be replaced. Battery needs to be replaced. Some of these games are expensive because the system isn't there anymore. You know, they don't have like refurbished systems or whatever, so. But you get the idea. So try to focus on, if someone likes fishing, for example, get them something in the specialty thing, like for fly fishing, if they're fly fisher, like I fish. Or a tackle or flies, or for example, one of the special toys that I want to talk about, Christmas time toys, Here we go. Sorry about this. Give me a second. Because this is my channel, and I'm making this as short as possible. Is this? Catalogs used to be free, by the way. See that? Trains, back in the day. Made in American trains, too. Let me show you one of the best Christmas presents ever. The Blue Comet. Yeah, I was a train collector. Isn't that beautiful? Blue Comet. Now they're going for like $3 to $5 grand minimum. Another train that was really good, I'll show you. My all-time favorite choo-choo. That's good too, the Daylight. Yeah, is this. The all-time favorite. I should see if eBay's got a copy of this. I know Zoe's probably going to watch this video in the morning and go, you like trains? Of course I like trains. Trains are good to go around your Christmas tree. That's why I got this catalog. You know. And then this one has, this is the big book. I don't think they had the main train in it, you know. But they own Radio Flyer and etc., you know, now. So, you know, but now they're made somewhere else. But you know what? Oh, yeah, those were beautiful back then. I'm telling you, they had some really beautiful, beautiful trains back then. You know. But now, all made in China. One of these days, I will find that train set again that I lost. Which was, if you guys need to be technical, Zoe's probably going to sit there and hopefully she doesn't make a joke like, oh, find it for me and I'll buy it for you. It's expensive. But see that? All shiny aluminum cars. I always thought they were silver, but nope. These things were gorgeous. Look at that. It's an ABA set right there. Number 6-11711. Yeah. So, that was one of the big presents for 1991. So, think about it, people. Think about it. I used to have a lot of stuff when I was growing up. I lost a lot of it. Now I'm kind of bitter because of it. But when it comes to Christmas, you do what you can. Just remember that. If you can't buy big items, don't worry about it. If your husband wants a fly rod, try to find a shop that does layaway. If you're into radios, like ham radios or CB radios or scanners, make sure that if they want a new scanner, save up for it. Like for me, my big purchases are TV, laptop, desktop, new scanner, TV stand, and video games. I'll get there eventually. But as long as I'm alive, I must make these videos. So remember, buy one present for your adult families, more presents for the kids. Now, if you're on a budget properly. Use Amazon, buy gift cards, store them away, whatever. And just be happy that you can do whatever. And if you really want to get something and they're like, oh, I don't know how much to spend, I don't know, then one last tip for you preppers out there that's prepping for Christmas. Use eBay. Yeah, eBay. You can use eBay. You can use Amazon. You can use Toys R Us if they have it. Too bad back then Toys R Us was great. They actually had a great shipping thing too. 2-day shipping, free shipping, and anyways, nowadays it is different. So just think about it. So this video has, if you have any suggestions or concerns, you can email me at sanjuanislandprepper@aol.com or sanjuanislandprepper@yahoo.com. Or you can email me at livingsimplyfun@gmail.com. So, for all you out there, just remember, keep prepping, as always. We'll get through this together. And I say with a big heart, one gift. Now, Chloe, of course, she owes me so much, she better start paying. And Higgins, I ain't gonna poke him anymore tonight, jokingly, because I helped him on SSI, yet I'm still waiting to get paid. So you had to throw that in there for fun. Anyways, I'm just joking around here, okay? My sick kind of sense of humor. But, truthfully, one last thing. Before you buy anything, I just want to say, there is a review out there somewhere, either on Google or YouTube. Use all the resource tools you have to make Christmas memorable. With that said, everyone, thanks for watching. Please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some fun for your family, including your dogs or cats or bunnies or service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more tips on Christmas prepping here on Airy Sky Rita Lee's prepping channel. Airy Sky signing off. And God bless you in everything you do.